For 30 years, we have been lighting up the night. We are Baja Designs, the scientists of lighting.
If off-road adrenaline is what you crave, we've got exactly what you need. Introducing the all-new RZR Turbo R and revolutionary RZR Pro R. Reimagined from the ground up with the power to push you further, the confidence of next-level strength, and exceptional control for conquering the wildest terrain. The next generation of RZR is here, and it's built for those who live wide open.
The hottest sale of the summer is here at 4 Wheel Parts Hot Summer Sale. Get sizzling savings on tires, wheels, suspension kits, overland products, and more. And check out the all-new accessories in stock and ready for install. Plus your own custom package starting at $189 a month with deals all month long to get your rig dialed. 4 Wheel Parts Hot Summer Sale at all 4WP stores and at 4WP.com.
Call it chemistry, a connection, or something in our genetic code. What we build is who we are. We don't stop at good enough, but we don't quit when the going gets tough. We're not afraid to get dirty, get lost, or turn a wrench. We go until there's nothing left. It's in our DNA.
All right, guys, welcome back. We are here once again for your next Fishgistics update. We're covering today the 2022 Score Baja 500. All of our updates today are presented by KMC Wheels and brought to you guys by F&L Racing Fuel, 4 Wheel Parts, BFG King, everybody that helps us keep you guys updated all day. Are you guys having fun? It is now 4 o'clock. We're getting into the later afternoon, and we have some more updates for you guys, as we do every hour. So let's go over it and check out the map and see what we got going on. I just got some split times thanks to Robert Mason, who is down in Valley de Trinidad. We have the leader has been through here. I'm just going to turn on the trophy trucks only because it's starting to get a little busy looking. All right, so leader Rob Mack, number 1. He is leading. Rob Mack's your leader on the road. He's leading on time. He's leading on everything. He has here you go. Rob Mack has a 8-minute and 25-second physical lead over Ampudia. So Ampudia is right about here in the middle somewhere. 8 minutes and 25 seconds behind Rob Mack. Now, behind him, behind Ampudia, is going to be Dickerson. Dickerson is going to be third. He was 19 minutes and 30 seconds behind Rob Mack. Luke is going to be fourth. So Luke is now fourth on the road. He is 20 minutes and 22 seconds behind Rob Mack physically. And then Lawrence, right here, Mikey Lawrence, is going to be next. He was 21 minutes behind Rob Mack. So the order right now is 1, and then 10, who's not tracking, and then it is the 34, wherever he went. He got behind one of these guys, Dickerson. And then it's going to be Luke, and then it's going to be the 85, Mikey Lawrence, who actually has Ray Griffith in there now driving the 85. Everybody else, it's actually their driver. I believe that Luke is driving the whole thing, Rob's driving the whole thing, and I believe Dickerson is driving the whole thing also. If you're just joining us, Luke McMillan had a massive lead earlier. He lost a steering box. They had to change the whole steering box on the truck. So he was stopped for almost a half an hour to change the steering box, but maybe a little bit less, maybe 25 minutes. And he's worked his way. He was all the way down to like 9th place, and he's worked his way all the way back to 4th place right now. And he's literally on Dickerson's butt coming through Valley de Trinidad. So he's going to be probably passing him at any time now. And you can see that the 34 is right here. The 83 is right with them. You can't even see it. They're so on top of each other. See them right there? Literally on them. The 83 and the 34 right on top of each other. He's on his bumper coming through Valley de Trinidad. So Luke will be around him shortly, and then he'll be back into third place. Now, Luke did start first. And looking at my list, I'm trying to see. Dickerson started way back. So we got to keep this in mind. Luke started 1, and then let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Brock Dickerson started 20th. So that means he has to finish within 19 minutes of Luke in order to beat him. So Luke's going to have to put 19 minutes physically on Dickerson in the last 150 miles of the race or so. I don't know. That's a lot of time to put on somebody. We'll see in order to beat him on time. Let's see. Rob Mack started 4th, and Dickerson started 20th. So he would have to finish within 16 minutes, and currently Dickerson is 19 minutes behind Rob Mack. So he's going to have to make up about 4 minutes or so to pull back in front of him between here and the finish. So I don't know if Dickerson's going to be able to put 4 minutes on the GOAT between Valley de Trinidad and the finish. I would say highly unlikely unless Rob Mack has an issue, which you never know. Luke McMillan had an issue earlier, and nobody would have thought he would maybe have an issue. So it's never over until it's over. Baldy is going to be the next car through. Just getting that update for you guys. He was 25 minutes and 15 seconds back from Rob Mack. So that means Baldy is in, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th place is Sam Baldy. That is the 82 right there. And then next you're going to see Dan McMillan and Larry Rossler should be coming through, and we will get split times on those guys for you guys also. Now, in the Legends entry, where did all the Legends cars go? I turned them off. Hold on. They're right here. All right. The Legends entries, the 37L is actually going to be coming through next. So the 37L and then the 21L are first and second place right now in the Legends class, and they're going to be coming through Valley de Trinidad at any time also. So that is going to be interesting to see how the finish is between the 37 and the 21. It looks like the 21 actually started in front of the 37 by 1, 2, 3 spots. So the 37, if they're in the front, they win. It doesn't matter because they started behind the 21. So all the 37 has to do is finish in front of the 21L, and they'll win no matter what. They have to be within 3 minutes of them if they're behind them. So that's that. Someone saying, what happened to Andy? Yeah, Andy lost a motor earlier, and Bryce Menzies lost a motor. So motor failure for Andy McMillan and for Bryce Menzies, both of them, and they are both out. Now, let's see, what else are you guys looking for here? First finish time, prediction time. Somebody said 6:47 Mountain. That would be 5:47 our time. I think it's going to be a little closer to probably 6:47 Pacific time would be my guess. We'll see, though. It's going to be, let's see, what mile is Rob Mack at right now? He is right here. So Rob Mack is at 3:41. He has about another 120 miles to go. That's going to be 2 hours. Yeah, it's going to be 6 o'clock. This last section is not super fast. You're not going to average over 60 miles an hour through this last section, I don't think. And then you have the speed zone at the end. It's going to be right about 6 o'clock, I would say, 2 hours from now when our first finisher is finished. All right, next we have Dan through at 28:20. I'm just writing these split times down so that we can keep track of everybody for you guys. All right, if you just joined us, the bikes finished earlier. It looked like the 10X won. They were the winner. So let's see, what other classes do you guys want to see? Let's go look at Class 1. So we had a massive bottleneck earlier, and everybody got bottled up. Everybody besides a couple Spec trucks. So the 138, Kyle Quinn, one of the Wilson cars, is out front. Of the 168, Shelby Reed in second place in that all-wheel drive Alumacraft. The next car is going to be Brian Parkhouse in third, and then Damon Jeffries in the 121 in fourth. So that is the top 4 in Class 1. Still pretty close together, actually. A good Class 1 race going on there. So good race to the finish there. Some of the other classes, let's see, the 1600 class. Yeah, we can go look at them. There's a lot of 1600s. We haven't checked on them today. So let's go look and see what we got going on. Here we go. All right, very close racing because, like I said, everybody was bottled up. So let's just follow the leader at this point. Massive dust out there. It's going to be really hard to pass all the rest of the day. I wouldn't count on too many passes for a little while. 1631 is showing as first. The 1626 was right behind them. then the 1655, the 1616, 1699, 1606, and then so on. So really good race going on in honestly, all these spec classes are going to have, not spec, but the limited classes are going to have really close racing because of how close everybody got stacked up in that massive bottleneck. So, I mean, you can see right there, it's massive. Looking over at the spec trucks, there was a few that got through and got lucky. So let me see, I'm going to try and load them. There's 32 total in this class. So here's your leaders in spec. Now, some of these guys are the guys that got through that bottleneck before it happened. Dan Fresh, he's been pretty much up front ever since the bottleneck. So Dan Fresh is in first. We have George in the 297, Jorge, maybe in the 297. Then we have a little bit of a gap. And then check this out. These four right on top of each other. Dustin Grabowski, Mason Cullen, Charles Durance, and Chris Miller. All within about a mile of each other right there. And then we have Jason McNeil back here in the number 200. So that's your leaders right there. Those 7 cars are your lead spec truck classes. And then it's a big gap because that's where the bottleneck was. And then you can see this massive gap all the way back to the 219 Christian Serapis, who is going to be next. Now, good question somebody just asked. If you are stuck in a bottleneck, do they give you your time back? No, they do not give you your time back. However, if you assist in a medical situation and you stop and you lose time because of a medical situation, SCORE will give you time back. Now, I have heard that the 219 Christian Serapis, their guys stayed and they gave assistance to the person that had a little medical issue in a trophy truck in that area of the bottleneck earlier. So Christian Serapis perhaps could be getting a little bit of time depending on how much they can prove how long they stayed with somebody to help them for a medical reason. So Christian Serapis could get a time credit at the end of this race. It just depends on if he can prove how long he was stopped helping somebody or not. Which, you know, when you're in Mexico, if somebody has a problem, who gives a shit about the race? At that point, you need to help everybody out. So the guy had a medical issue. They had to get him out of there. They had to get him the helicopter. We heard that the 219 helped them. So that's what it's all about down here. You guys got to take care of each other in the middle of nowhere. So yes, they might get a time credit. However, everybody else that's stopped in the bottleneck, no, you're not going to get a time credit. They're not going to credit you because of bottleneck. That's just part of racing. And yeah, I see Bryce Menzies on here. No problem, Bryce. Bummer to see you commenting on here right now. You should be out here. I know that's not where you want to be, is watching my updates. But in other news, Bryce, you got to get the Starlink on there, because check this out, guys. It's not working right now, but it was all the way until here. Let me see if we can reload it. Brandon Walsh's in-car worked really good. So you guys get your Starlink and mount it on that truck, Bryce, and I know you guys will be one of the first ones to put it on the trophy truck. And it worked almost all day. So at least half the day it worked for him. So anyways, that's a look at your spec truck class. Now the other classes, let's go look at the UTV class, because I know a lot of you guys are following them. So the Pro UTV Open is going to be the fastest UTV class in theory. The Craig Scanlon is now showing in front. And then we have Mike Caffro 0 miles an hour and Mike Pratt at 34 miles an hour. So a little bit of a gap now. Craig Scanlon looks like he's moving. Now, where did Matlocks go? It looks like they're up here. Wayne Matlock has having issues. He's at 0 miles an hour. So definitely a bummer for him. And then 1854, Kristen Matlock is at 0 miles an hour. Bummer for her. And then the 1860 is still moving along also. So now, like I said, in theory, the Pro Opens were supposed to be faster. However, check this out. Let's see where the Pro UTV force inductions are. Check it out. They're way down here. So the turbos are actually beating the open class right now. So turbo UTV, we have Austin Weiland, very fast guy. He's won some races. Out front of Justin Lambert, also very fast. He is in second. In third, we have Wes Miller coming along. And then we have Brandon Sims. Now, remember, we said on the last update, Brandon Sims started like 22nd. He's got all these guys on time. He started so far back that bottleneck was a huge savior for him, because he got bottled up, and now he's right behind all the guys that he started in front of. But on time, he's actually beating them all, because he was 30 seconds behind each one of them off the start. So these guys are all, if you start in the front, you do never want a bottleneck. If you start in the back of your class, you kind of want a bottleneck, because then it gives that time advantage and takes it away, and you're right behind these guys, but you have them all on corrected time now. So Brandon Sims is in the perfect position right now in this race. He is He is beating everybody, and all he has to do is stay right there, honestly, and he'll win. He doesn't even have to pass these guys because of how far back he started. He just has to stay right where he is right here. And, that's probably his strategy. His pit guys know that too. He's been around for a while. So interesting race going on there. Mark Burnett there, Brandon Schuler, Herman Johnson, and George here. Now, Brandon Schuler, this is actually Rob McCachran's kid. Caden McCachran, I believe, is driving in that car. I had an update earlier. Let's see. Caden McCachran. Yep. Caden McCachran is in this car. So Rob Mack, current leader of the whole race. His kid is driving in here. Caden McCachran. And that's a little more update for you guys. All right, let's see. What else are you guys saying here? Where did Ampudia start compared to Rob Mack? Well, Ampudia started, we said, what did I say before? Rob Mack started 1, 2, 3 spots in front of Ampudia. So Ampudia only has 2 minutes, really. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. He's 3 minutes behind him on corrected time. So Ampudia would have to finish within 3 minutes of Rob Mack, less than 3 minutes, in order to beat him. Right now, Rob Mack has a much higher lead than that. He's at 8 minutes and 25 seconds at Valley to Trinidad. So anything can happen, and unfortunately, Ampudia's tracker is not tracking, so we don't know where Ampudia is. I don't have one of my trackers on his truck either, so I can't tell you guys. But we do know Rob Mack is out front. If you don't see Rob Mack go to 0, I wouldn't assume anybody's going to catch him today. If you see him go to 0, then we got to start thinking about where Ampudia is. But with only this many miles to go to the finish, I think this is kind of Rob Mack's race at this point. Like I said, you never know. You got to get to the finish. Let's see. Connor Sachs. Crazy, I'm watching in the car, New Valley T, headed past the goat trail. Yeah, all you guys down there with your Starlinks, you guys are driving around watching these updates now. It's pretty awesome. Send me any information you guys get on the race. Let me know. And it's pretty cool technology. Definitely a game changer for what we're doing here. Hopefully, I was hoping to have somebody else go live for me again in another pit, but I don't know if that's going to happen. We'll see. We'll see if it happens before dark. All right. I think I covered pretty much all the classes for you guys. Oh, we got to check Class 11. I almost forgot about them. Let's go look at Class 11 one more time. All right. Look at this. We got a pretty good race here. However, the GHA guys, Alex Gonzalez, seem to be pulling away as they do most races when they're still running. So the 1100 has now put a pretty good lead on the 1111, the 1156. They're all moving, though. This is good. He's not, but he might be in a minute. And then the 22 miles an hour behind him. So we're all good. We got 6 Class 11s. At least 5 of them are still moving. So very good news for Class 11. Hopefully they will get going. And hopefully they can make it in the time limit. Honestly, I totally forgot what the time limit is for this race. Any of you guys even know? Somebody on here probably knows. I'll look it up and find out for you guys next race. Let's see, 20-something hours. 20 hours, there it is. 20-hour time limit. So 20-hour time limit if they started off the line, when you go off the line. So say the Class 11 started at maybe 11 o'clock today. They have 20 hours until after they start, not when the first car starts, when you start. So 20 hours to finish. That's almost, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So they got a long time to get around this course. So hopefully they can make it to the finish. Oh, Class 10. Yeah, we didn't check on Class 10, huh? All right, let's go check on them real quick. I got a couple more minutes here for you guys. Then I got to post some stuff. Where is Class 10? I'm trying to find them on my list here. There they are. There's 26 of them, so that's a pretty big class also. The 1001 is on the highway. Don't mind the 1001. They're definitely not winning up there. They're on the highway, so they're out of the race. The 1064, Justin Buckley, it looks like, is your leader right now. 1021, Marco Duran is in second. 1006, Stan Potter next. And then 1016 is going to be your top 4. We got Martin Christensen. That's a name we haven't seen for a little while, the AGM team. He's back and in a Class 10 car. 1019, 1036, and 1082. That's kind of your lead pack right there of 7 or 8 cars. That looks like your top 8. And then it comes back, and we got another little pack here. We got the 1047, 1088, Chase Warren. We saw he was down earlier for a while. He's your race winner from the last race, and then he's down a little. He was down a long time earlier. He's made up some time. 1022, 1009, 1087, and the 1013. That is your look. Pretty much all fit on the same page right there. That's your top 15 or so in Class 10, however many that is on the screen right there. And let's see, what else are you guys saying? Class 7. Class 8 gets no love. Well, you know why Class 8 gets no love? Because there's usually nobody racing Class 8. Let's see. Is there even anybody racing? Here's why Class 8 gets no love. There's one car in the class. So Yeah, there you go. So yeah, get some more. If you want some more love for your class, get some more cars entered in your class. There's not much to tell you about. Jesselyn Sells is racing by herself in 818, still moving along, 43 miles an hour. She's at mile 172. So there you go. There's your whole Class 8 update for you. Probably the last one I'll do today. No offense to anybody racing that class, but there's not much to tell you guys about when nobody's in the class. Class 5 has 3 cars in it. Let's see. We have 527. Troy Grabowski is first. The 525. Martin is second. And the 507. Ramon is third. So all 3 still running in Class 5. So there you go. There's 3 cars, and they are all still running, still close together in Class 5. The G-Wagon is in heavy metal. They are the only one in class also, but they're the G-Wagon, so we got to check on them every once in a while. They are, wait, is that the G-Wagon? Wasn't that it? Yeah, where did it? No, it's in the stock. Where did it go? Stock full. That's not it. Heavy metal. Where is it? Stock full. Here it is. There's the G-Wagon. Where is it? There it is, 8103. Oh, look at that. They're right at the most technical section on the whole course, right around mile 102, 10, right where that bottleneck was earlier. So there it is. John Marshall in the zombie green G-Wagon. Mercedes G-Wagon is still moving on course. Great job. They're moving at 6 miles an hour, at a blazing 6 miles an hour in the 8103 G-Wagon. Honestly, it's probably about as fast as a lot of people are going through there. That spot is pretty gnarly. So there's your G-Wagon update for you guys. Let me see if I'm missing anybody else here that we, who else do you guys want to see? I think I updated pretty much every class this update. Yeah, the bike classes are already finished, so not much to update there. And yeah, that looks like it's about it. So I think we're going to wrap this update up, and we will be back at 5 o'clock with your next update. Just one more look at the front if you just joined us real quick. We have right here is your leader. Hold on, I'm going to turn on this only. All right. Rob McCachran, race leader right here. He is at mile 353, just over 100 miles to go to the finish. Behind him is Alan Impudia, not on the tracker, but he is right in here somewhere. He is in second place. And then, let's see. And then we have 83 right here and 34. So, yeah. Luke has now, let's see, 0 minutes and 2 minutes. Okay, see, so Brock's hasn't updated for 2 minutes. I don't know if Luke has got around Brock yet or not. He's not going to let him pass, so he's going to make him earn it. I bet you that Brock is still ahead of him just because it hasn't updated in 2 minutes and Luke's only right there. So 1, 10, I'm going to say 34, still third. 83 right on his butt in fourth. And then we have 85. See, there you go. Look at it, just jumped in front of him. 0 and 1 minute. So this is correct. 34, 83. 85 with Ray Griffith driving the 85. 43, Mr. Baja, Larry Rossler. 23, Mr. Consistent, Dan McMillan. And then we have Sam Baldy, Tracy Graff, Justin Bean Smith driving that. Justin Lofton and Mike Walser with Jack's Redline driving the 89. And then we have Raul Gomez, your King of the Hammers winner this year, is driving the number 90, wrapping out about the top 10. So that's a look at that. And yeah. We will be back at 5 o'clock with your next update. If you guys have your Starlinks out there and you get some pictures and videos, feel free to send them out. There's pretty much no cell phone coverage on this whole course, so we haven't got too many videos or pictures today. So we'll try to keep you guys posted whenever we do and post them up on our social media channel. All right, see you guys back at 5 o'clock with your next update here on Fishgistics. Thanks a lot to all of our sponsors, as always, and see you guys in a little bit.
Your locally owned Bill Alexander Ford has the vehicles you want. F-Series, Bronco, Expedition, Edge, Explorer, Escape, and Ranger. And try our mobile service for light maintenance. We will come to you. For a difference you can count on, visit us in person or go to BillAlexanderFord.com.
KMC's pursuit of victory has pushed us to the front of the pack, to the brink of destruction, and across the finish line for decades. Regardless of the driver, the vehicle, or the terrain, these are the wheels that will help you win by a landslide. The process of relentlessly redefining performance cannot be learned or taught.